my live stream. Good day to you all, wherever you're watching from. You're welcome. On this live stream, I'll be taking my time to explain step by step on how to solve puzzle problems. On my previous live stream, I have explained how we can solve math quiz involving board maths, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. On this live stream, I'll be explaining in detail the right way, the right method, the right approach of solving all puzzle problems. On most of my live stream, I've shared on the screen questions for you to solve, where I noticed that most of you were finding it very difficult to solve because one, you don't know the right method to use. Second, you don't understand the question, and so many other reasons. So, because of those things, on this particular live stream, I'm taking my time to explain in detail how to approach most puzzle problems. And I'll be explaining to you some of the ones I have shared on my live stream that I noticed that most of you couldn't solve. I'll be taking my time today to solve step by step most of the live stream, most of the puzzle games I have shared on my live that you people couldn't solve. Some attempted, some were close, some didn't even attempt at all. I'll be taking my time to solve all of that today and on this live stream. And after you are done watching this live stream, I'm very sure that you'll be able to solve more than 50% of puzzle games because I'll be unlocking most of the secrets to puzzle games on this live stream. So if this is your first time, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out any action on this channel. And I would also want to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers, my supporters. Thank you all for supporting the likes and the comments. Thank you so much for always being here for me, assisting me, encouraging, and all of that. It's because of you that channel is here today. This channel would have been not existed without you, and I am here today because of you. I'm doing this because you are here to watch. So you're all welcome. I'll be taking my time to break down the step by step on how we can solve most of the puzzle problems. So thank you for joining us. Sit back, let's learn together. Let's learn, have fun. It's basically for fun and also to educate you. Like I said, on this channel, we entertain and we also educate. We are going to be having fun and in an educative way. So you're all welcome. Relax and let's have fun together. So uh, as you can see, I have printed out. I have printed out so many puzzle that I will be explaining. These are puzzle questions I have that I will be explaining how to solve. All right, I have so many of them. So I'm going to take my time to break down. I'll take step by step. I'm going to take step by step on how to solve these puzzle problems. So stay tuned and let's solve it together. Okay, you are all welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for participating. I appreciate you guys. So let's solve. Let's solve. Let's get down to today's business. I have puzzle problems I'm going to be breaking down, showing you step by step on how to solve problems like this. So, problem. I'll be starting with this. Okay. Um, if you have a problem like this, all right, what is the right approach? What do you think is the first thing to do when you have a problem like this? So, I'll be explaining to us how to solve a problem like this. Right? So we're going to be solving together. If you know the answer, you can also drop the answer before I. If you know the answer, drop the answer before I solve. I'm going to start solving very soon. So let's begin. All right. We have three cups here, and we have 30. All right. This is 3 divided by 3. This is 30 divided by 3. All right. This is going to give us 10. This is to show that every cup represents what? 10. All right. So this is the first line. Come to the second line. Line 1. This is line 1. This is line 2. So if one cup is 30 and we have 30 plus 2 burger, we have 20 here. All right. What is the value of each burger? Since one cup is already 10, all right, that means each of these burger represent 5 marks. 5 plus 5 will give you 10. 10 plus 10 will give you 20. So on line 2, that means each cup here, line 2, we know that burger is going to be um 5. So burger is 5, cup is 10. Coming to the third line, the first line we find the value of cup. Second, this is the value of cup. 5 is the value of burger. This one, let's find the value of cheese. Since we know that burger is of 5, and we have 4 cups of cheese here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cups of cheese here. That means each cup of cheese is going to be what? To give us 2. Each cup of cheese is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5 gives us 9. So cheese on line 3, 3 is equal to chi. All right. So coming to the last line, which is where our problem lies. This is our question. Burger plus chill plus cup. What is the answer? All right. We already know the value of burger to be what? 3. To be 5. Value of cheese to be 3. Value of cup to be 10. So now what is the expression? This is where it gets tricky. All right. When you get a problem like this, the first thing you have to do is follow rule of operation. According to BODMAS, when you have a problem like this, you have to start with multiplication first before coming to addition. Don't go straight. If you go straight and say this burger, which is 5, plus cheese, which is 1, times 6 times 10, all right, which is wrong. This is not the answer. So you have to multiply before you add. Multiplication comes before addition according to BODMAS. All right. So you now say 1 times 10 is going to give you what? 10. 1 times 10, it is still 10. So now 10 plus 5, the correct answer is 15. So to this particular puzzle, the correct answer is 15. So that's how you go about problems like this. When you have a problem, don't just solve straight. You have to start with understanding the values of each object. Break it down. From the first expression, we can see that we have 30. All right. So 3 of cups gives you 30. That means which of the cups gives you 10. Come to the second line. We have already known the value of cup, which is 10. So now find the value of burger. If this is 10 and you have 20 here, that means each of these is what? 5. We already know that this one is 5. What is the value of cheese? 5 plus what's that will give you 9. That means each of the cheese is 1. That is why we have 9. So you come to the last line, you find, you already know the value of cheese, you know the value of burger, you know the value of cup. Then this is where you have to follow BODMAS. 1 times 10 before adding the 5. You have 15. So the correct answer to this puzzle is 15. I hope we all followed. So let's go to the next question. This is going to be our next question. All right. This is our next question. So before I solve, I would like us to make an attempt. What do you think is the answer to this before I break down there's the puzzle. Before I give you the right answer, please let us attempt. What do we think is the right answer? I hope we can all see the question clearly. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. Please, if this is your first time, don't forget to like and also subscribe to this live stream. Thank you all. I appreciate your efforts. Hi. All right, guys, let's solve this together, all right? So for this particular problem, all right, this is what we are going to do. Like I explained in the previous example, when you have a puzzle like this, the first thing you need to do is, this is the question, right? They're asking us one shoe plus this guy times glasses will give you what? So before we were able to find the answer here, we have to find the value of the shoe, find the value of this guy, and find the value of the glass. All right. So what is the value of the glasses, this guy, and this? First of all, find the value of this object before you imply. You will come back to input it into the expression, and then you'll be able to get your answer. All right. So first, you see that three pairs of shoes, this plus this plus this gives you 60, right? You have three pairs of shoes giving you 60. That means 60, 60 divided by 3, all right? We're going to do 60 divided by 3. That is going to give us 20. So that means for the first line, each each pair of shoe is what? 20 marks, right? That is the value of every shoe here, is 20. Come to the second line. If we already know that the pair of shoe is 20 and this pair of shoe plus this guy gives us 30, minus 20 from 30 is remaining 10. That means each of this guy is 5. All right, so we already find the value of this guy to be 5. The guy is what? 5. All right, shoe, this is the value of shoe. A shoe is equal to 20, the guy is equal to 5. All right, come to the second line. We know that the guy is 5, so what is the value of glasses? We have 9 here. This plus this gives you 9. We already know that this is 5. So minus 5 here, you have 4. That means each of these glasses is 2, right? So one glass is equal to 2. Glasses is 2, all right? So now, you know that glasses is 2, shoes is 20, and you have 42 here. How do you find the value of gloves? This is gloves, right? The gloves, minus 20 from 42 is remaining 22.
minus 2. That means the gloves is also 20. Now we have find the value of gloves, the value of shoe, the value of glasses. Come back to your expression. This is where the problem starts. This is the nature of our problem. This is why we are finding the value of those objects. All right. We don't know the value of the shoe. We don't know the value of this guy. Don't know the value of glasses. But now we have found. Now that we have found those values, we come back and we put into this problem. Now we have one shoe. Here it was two shoes. If two shoes gives you 20, that means one shoe is going to give you 10. So the first one, if two shoes give you 20, that means one pair of shoes is 10. So for this expression, it's going to be 10 plus. Now this guy is 5. The guy is wearing putting on gloves. And you know that each glove gives you 20. So two gloves gives you 40. So this puts everything that this guy is putting on in the bracket. The gloves is 20. 20 plus 20, 20 by 2. One gloves is 20. He's putting on two gloves. That makes it 40. Plus his value is 5. He's putting on shoes. He was not putting on shoes. He's putting on shoes here, right? So a pair of shoes is 20 plus 20. All right. So now the shoes plus the gloves plus his value. All right. This is going to be 10 plus. This is 65, right? Times the glasses, which is 2. All right. So now you have to follow BODMAS. All right. This is where BODMAS comes in. When you have a problem like this, you know that you have to start with multiplications before coming to addition. So we have to multiply. After multiplying, we can now add. All right. So it's going to be 65 times 2. So when we say 10 plus 65 times 2, we're going to have 10 plus 130. Right? So the correct answer to this is 140. So for this particular expression, for this particular puzzle, the correct answer here is 140. I hope we can all follow. I'll explain again quickly before we move to the next puzzle. Let me just quickly go over it before we go to the next puzzle. We have this problem. What is the value of this expression? One shoe plus this guy plus these glasses. The guy is putting on shoes and he's putting on gloves. So we have to find the value of shoes, find the value of gloves, find the value of this guy, and then we will be able to solve this problem. All right. So coming back, we found that from the first line, we can see that we have 3 pairs of shoes giving us 60. That means each pair of shoes, just divide 60 by 3, we have 20. That means shoes is 20. Come to the next line. We already know that one shoe is 20. So now that shoe is 20 and we have 30 here, that means each of these guys is 5. 5 plus 5 gives you 10. 10 plus 20 gives you 30. That is why we have 30 on the second line, right? Now, coming to the fourth line, we know that shoes is 20 and glasses is, okay, coming to this third line, we know that this guy is 5. So we have 9 here. 9 minus 5 is remaining 4. That means each of these glasses is 2. All right? So now we have, you know the value of the glass, you know the value of this guy, you know the value of the shoes. Now on this fourth line, you have shoes, which is 20. What is the value of gloves? You already know the value of glasses, and you have 42. Minus 42 by 20, which is shoes, remaining 22, minus 2 here is remaining 20. That means this gloves is equal to what? 20. Coming to the last expression where we have a problem, where we are trying to find. Coming to it, since we already know that a pair of shoe gives us 20, a single leg of shoe will give us 10. That is going to be 20 divided by 2, because here we have only one shoe and not a pair of shoe. So it's going to be what? 20 divided by 2, giving you 10. So here we already know that glasses is 2, but this guy is all dressed up. He's putting on 2 gloves, putting on a pair of shoes, and we know that a pair of shoes is 20. One gloves is 20. So 20 plus 20, because putting on 2 gloves is going to give us 40. 40 plus the shoes, which is 20, is going to be 60. Plus its value, which is 5. That is how we got 65 in the bracket. These 2 represent the glasses. This 5, this 10 is for the shoes. A complete pair of shoes was 20, half of it is 10. That is why we do 60. And following BODMAS method of operation, starting with multiplication first, 65 times 2 plus 10. That is how we got 130 plus 10. That is why we said the answer to this particular puzzle is 140. I hope we all followed. So we'll quickly go to the next puzzle now. We are moving to the next one. After solving this one, I'm going to leave us to solve the next one. Okay? So, but before I you can try to approach, you can attempt. Let's see your attempt, all right? Here, this is the expression. The first line, this plus this plus this is what? 24, all right? So how do you find the value of each of these? Divide this 24 by 3, you find the value of each of these. When you come to your second line, all right? Since you already know the value of this one from here, what is the value of these two? And once you find the value, we already know the value of this from here. So when you come here, you can easily do that. Come to the next one using that, and then the last one. So just attempt. Let's see your attempt, and then I will solve this puzzle, and then I will leave us with a challenge. All right, so let's quickly find the answer to this particular puzzle. What is the answer to this particular problem? Like I've explained before, when you have a problem like this, you have to find the values of the objects. What this represents, what is the value of this, what is the value of this, and what is the value of this. Once you find these values, the rest is follow the BODMAS method of operation, which I have for. So multiplication before addition. But let's find the value of these guys. All right. So since the first line, on the first line, since we have 24 and we have 3 equal set of objects, that means each of these objects is what? You divide 24 by 3, all right, and that will give you what? 8. Okay. So that means each of these objects is going to give you 8. All right. So if this object is already 8 and you have 18 here, that means each of this guy is what? 5. This one, this object is already 8. You already know the value from here. So this one plus this gives 18. So that means minus 18 minus 8 because of this guy. You have 10. 10 divided by 2. That means each of this guy is what? Is 5. So this is 5. This is 8. You know that this, you already find this one is what? This is 8. This guy is 5. So now find the value of this, and then you can be able to solve it effortlessly. So let's go on to find the value of this. Coming here, you know that this guy is 8, and you have 16 here. So 16 minus 8 is remaining 8. All right. So you have 4 ties. There are 4 ties here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means each tie here represents 2. So one tie is 2. All right. So you have 1 tie here and one balloon. All right. So let's find the value of the balloon. You know the value of tie, you know the value of this guy, you know the value of this guy. Let's find the value of balloon. Since you already know that this guy is 5 and you have 9 here, you have what? 4 balloon here. That means what? Each balloon is what? 1. All right? Each balloon is 1. So balloon is 1, tie is 2, this guy is 5, this one is 8. So you can now use BODMAS to find the solution to this problem. So this is going to be what? This is 5 plus, these are 2 objects, balloon and tie. One balloon is 1, and this guy is what? 2. That means you have 3. All right, 3 times 8. Okay, this guy is 8. This is going to give you what?